Harvest supper! When I was little, my friend Duncan had a farm. He had a combine harvester. Duncan's daddy had a farm too. Duncan's daddy had a big combine harvester. Duncan's daddy had fields that grew things that were harvested by the combine harvester. One day, we went to Duncan's farm for harvest supper. Daddy said harvest supper was a party to say yippee for all the things that grew on the farm.
Yee-haw!
Yee-haw! The harvest supper day was the last day of the harvest and the last day for the combine harvester. Willie came too. Mummy said that all the things for the supper were growing on the farm.
Look, Tig, all the food here for the harvest supper has been grown on the farm. So
Wheat for the bread,
and apples for the apple juice.
apple for the juice.
Right, Tig, why don't you go upstairs and play with Duncan and I'll give Rebecca a hand. Good girl.
Yes. Duncan was playing on his little farm. I drove the tractor. I collected the hay bales.
Tea break for the farmers.
Then Duncan's mummy gave us juice and Aussie flapjacks.
Those are oaty flapjacks, and guess what? The oats are grown here on the farm.
Mummy said the Aussie flapjacks were grown on the farm too. The Aussie flapjacks were so good. I wanted to see them harvested. Outside, Duncan's daddy drove off on his big combine harvester. Come on, said Mummy. Harvest time. I wanted to see the oaty flapjacks. I was so excited. Daddy wanted to make a scarecrow. We watched as Duncan's daddy drove the big combine harvester, but I couldn't see any oaty flapjacks. We watched as the combine emptied grain, but I couldn't see any oaty flapjacks. We watched as straw came out of the back, but I couldn't see any oaty flapjacks. Okay, time to make a scarecrow, said Daddy. Where are the oaty flapjacks? Where are the oaty flapjacks? In the kitchen, said Mummy. They grow in the field.
No, just the oats for the oaty flapjacks grow in the fields.
No oaty flapjacks.
Hey, Tig, it's not nice when you expect to see something and then you don't.
No oaty flapjacks.
Especially if they're oaty flapjacks. But sometimes, when we don't quite understand, things can get mixed up.
But Mummy said, Willie.
Mummy said that oats grew in the field, not that oaty flapjacks grew in the field. Oaty flapjacks don't grow. Oaty flapjacks are made. Oaty flapjacks are made from the oats that grow. What we can see is the oats that grow being harvested. That's the fun. The oat grains poured into the trailer, and then we have the leftover straw dropped out of the combine harvester to make the scarecrow. So go for it, Tig. Have some harvest fun. Make a scarecrow.
Yes, I thought. I'm going to have some harvest fun now. I'm going to help make the scarecrow. We all collected the leftover straw from the combine harvester. We'd fun stuffing old clothes. We tied the stuffed clothes to a pole. We filled an old pillowcase with straw too.
There we go. Right, let's have a wee look.
Duncan's mummy drew eyes. I drew a mouth.
That's excellent. That's brilliant.
We carried the scarecrow back to the farm. We were having the harvest supper in a shed. Daddy popped the scarecrow inside.
My hat.
Lots of people came to the harvest supper. The giggly lady brought some eggs. Everyone brought something. Vegetables, honey, sunflowers, pictures. My friend Louise brought a picture of a sandcastle. Mummy pinned it up next to my picture of the sea. Duncan's mummy gave us all a corn dolly made of straw. I had one and Louise had one. Duncan's daddy finished harvesting. Everything had been harvested. Now we could have our harvest supper. I told Louise that the harvest supper was all grown on the farm.
Everything that we're eating is grown on the farm.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, can I propose a toast to the farmer Duncan and to the harvest? The harvest!
After supper, it was time to take our scarecrow to the fields. When I looked for my corn dolly, Louise had taken it.
Louise, this is my corn dolly. That is yours. Yours, mine. The one nearest to my bread, that's Louise's. Louise, that's my corn dolly. No, it isn't. It's mine.
Louise had taken my corn dolly.
Daddy, Louise has my corn dolly.
No, but isn't that your one?
No, that's Louise's.
But they're exactly the same.
No, they're not.
It's just a little thing. Don't worry about it.
Hey, Tig, when you know you're right, it's not fair that someone else thinks you are wrong. Louise has my corn dolly. But Louise is quite sure she's right too. Who's right? Who's wrong? Well, who can say? Just everyone looks in different ways. Whee! One way you'll see the darkness, one way you'll see the light. Depends which way you're looking, if it's sunrise or the night. One way you'll see the waves break, one way you'll see the sand. Depends which way you're looking, if you're by the sea or land. Hey, stop spoiling all the fun and messing up the day. What matters most is getting on and joining in the play. There's right and wrong and right, and what will be will be. Now no more angry feelings, let's agree to disagree. One way you'll see a rainstorm, one way the sun will shine. Depends which way you're looking, if it's raining or it's fine. One way you'll see the grass wave, one way the rustling leaves. Depends which way you're looking, if you're in the grass or trees. Hey, stop spoiling all the fun and messing up the day. What matters most is getting on and joining in the play. There's right and wrong and right, and what will be will be. Now no more angry feelings, let's agree to disagree. Yee-haw!
Yes, I thought one thing and Louise thought another. But I didn't want to mess up the day. I wanted to join in the fun. Daddy put up the new scarecrow in a field. The scarecrow might frighten crows, but the scarecrow seemed scared of Woolly.
It's only a toy spider.
Then we all danced. Yeah! I liked Harvest Day and Harvest Supper. I like my corn dolly, and I love Woolly.
I love Woolly and Woolly loves me. We've been together since we were wee. He's my spider.